Alright, good morning everybody. Thursday morning is a wet Thursday morning and we're heading over to a wet New Jersey. It's going to be wet, windy, rainy. It is not going to be a nice day today as a storm moves up the mountains. We're on the east side of it, but it's just going to be a nasty day today. We got to go deep into New Jersey. I'll tell you where we're going once we get in the truck, but because I can't remember the name of it. Then I know our pickup after we deliver is in Avenel, and then that's going to Minersville, but I can't remember the name of that first town because I've never been there before. But yeah, it's just going to be a nasty day today, but that's how it is sometimes. But this is our best trip of the week. Last 4 days we've just been shuttling around Wilkes-Barre, so figured I'd bring the cameras out today because we have a more substantial trip to do today. On the fence as to which way to run. My GPS is telling me to go down 476 to 276 to 95 north, 195, and that's about where it is down there, 195. Probably the fastest and easiest way to go, but a little on the costly side. Or I can take 78 and 287 and then down US 9 through all the gauntlet of cities over there. So I'm not sure which way I'm going to go yet. I know we can use the turnpike if it makes sense. So I might just go that way, less chance of a major traffic issue or some kind of a problem. And then if I get yelled at for it, I'll just ask for forgiveness later. But anyway, we're going to get in the truck here, and we already pre-tripped it. So all we got to do is go over and get our trailer, and then we'll get going. Alright, so we're over here, we're hooked up to our trailer, we pre-tripped it. It's raining cats and dogs pretty much right now and windy. It's getting hit with a side wind here and it is rocking this truck like there is no tomorrow. I don't know what the wind speeds are, but they are pretty nasty. We are definitely going to take the turnpike route. We're going to go down 476, 276, 95, 195, the path of least resistance, because this weather is just flat out nasty. I will show you along the way. Less chance of things to go wrong, and we are allowed to run turnpikes. We don't have to ask for permission as long as it makes sense, and to me today it makes sense. And if I do get in trouble for it, then like I said, we'll just ask for forgiveness and see where it goes from there. But there's just more chance for things to go wrong going into the gauntlet of New Jersey and running down. And by the way, the load is going to Tinton Falls, New Jersey. So yeah, we're going deep in there, and Tinton Falls is right down there off of 195, so it's the easiest, fastest, and probably best way to go on a stormy day like today is going to be. So, all right, we'll talk to you later. All right, well, you can see what kind of a night we have here. We're leaving the industrial park here in Hazleton, and it is very windy. Like I said, it was rocking the truck when I was sitting there. We were getting slammed from the side, and it was really a rocking the truck. So this is going to be a windy, stormy ride over there to New Jersey today. And it seems to be taking forever to get out of here. Again, every light red. Look at all hardly any traffic comes in and out of this place. And we got 2 trucks coming out, 1 coming in. Oh boy. So it starts. But yeah, it's just crazy windy out. And this is a heavy load, which is actually probably a pretty good thing, all things considered.
Turn left on I-81 North.
And no, we are not taking I-81 north. That I'm going to cut off some of the turnpike. We're going to go down through Tamaqua and get on the turnpike at Allentown. But like I said, you can see just kind of with the wind and the rain, I'm taking the path of least resistance over there. Plus, it's almost all freeway running. If you go down 18 to 34, it's just a lot of city running through New Brunswick and like 100 traffic lights and everything else. This is pretty much almost all freeway except for maybe the last 5 miles are running. So, I mean, once we get down onto 476, we got turnpike, we got 309 and 100 to get down to Allentown. But That's not so bad. But well, you can't even see where the lines are on the street, man. It's bad. All right, south of Quakertown, we got ourselves some daylight here finally. And this is that construction zone I showed you about when I was hauling water down to Lansdale. Looks like they're about ready to open this thing up. They finished, got the blacktop all evened out and everything. They took the wall down here to our left and replaced them with these orange little pylons. So I believe that they're soon gonna probably stripe this thing and open it up to travel. So I don't know what the time frame is, but pretty soon you'll have 3 lanes each direction all the way from the Quakertown exit down to the east-west turnpike 276. So gonna improve the traffic flow on here immensely. But anyway, at least we got daylight. Now we can see what's going on. It was pretty nasty there in the dark coming down 309 and 100, but it's getting better now. So we'll talk to you later on. Just wanted to show you this. All right, so making the transition from 476 to 276, and well, it looks like we got a traffic jam down there. I guess there's going to be traffic problems no matter where we go today because of the weather for one thing. And I guess now I haven't been down here in quite a number of years, so I don't know if the traffic had gotten worse or better. I know that sometimes you sit down here and it might just be because of this ramp merging on. It might start getting moving once we get on the freeway, but yeah, look at it down there. Eastbound 276 all jammed up. So I wonder how many lanes we're going to have to jump once we get down here, because she does want us in the 3 left lanes. So, oh, I see why. If we stay in this lane, we're going to head right back north up 476 to Allentown. So we do got to get over at least one. Little 4-wheeler. There we go. All right, you see the signs, New Jersey and Allentown. So we're where we need to be for now. I don't know how long it's going to take to get across here. It doesn't say too much as far as traffic problems, but we will see. All right, just a little bit of time left here in Pennsylvania. I don't know if you can see it with the rain and mist and everything, but bridge crossing the Delaware River just ahead of us here. So we're about to cross into New Jersey here on 276. And it had stopped raining briefly, but just before we got here, it started raining again. So this hill here probably going to pull us down a little bit, considering the weight we've got in the wagon. I don't know if I told you guys, 45,000 is what it weighs. And, looks like some of these others are slowing down. I wonder how the wind's going to be up on here. It'll be wide open. So far I don't feel it, but it could be coming in either straight at us or something, so I don't know. Or maybe it's more windy inland than it is down here, but there's the Delaware River off to our right. It's high enough because I think some ships still come up this far. I think it's still navigable. So they had to raise it up high enough to get the ship's masts and stacks underneath the bridge. Yeah, there's one up there to our left. You're not going to see it. Now we're dropping off onto the New Jersey side. Looks like there's still a lot of color in the trees down here. Up our ways, wind has just been ripping them right out of the trees. By the time tonight's over, this storm's over, we're probably going to be almost in winter bare conditions. I think it's going to strip what's left of leaves off the trees. They went 40 miles today, 45 mile an hour gusts tomorrow. So there may not be many leaves on the trees up our way once this storm is over with, but down here it looks nice yet. I think this rain is going to be showery today. It's going to come in bands. It's not part of Hurricane Melissa or anything like that, but I think it's going to come in showery bands where it lightens up and then gets heavy and then lightens up and then gets heavy, and when you get into a heavier rain band it probably gets windier, and so I think that's the kind of day we're going to have. It's not going to be just a steady straight on heavy rain. At least that's the way it sounded from weather friends that I talked to. Alright, so we're a half a mile away from where we need to turn to go up into this place, and I looked at it at Google Maps last night and I couldn't figure out exactly where I needed to go. They have 2 scales in there. It says trucks alternate scales, but then one scale said mulch. It actually looked like they had 3 scales, but one was a short one for like trash trucks. So I have no clue what I'm going to be doing once I get in here, except to maybe if I can figure out where to pull off to the side and take a walk and talk to somebody. And thank goodness it's not raining.
Turn right on Mesa Boulevard, then keep left.
Real hard at the moment. We'll see. But it is up in here. Straight ahead of us there, but I don't know exactly what I need to do in here, and I couldn't find loading docks, so I don't know what on earth is going to transpire in here.
Keep left.
Pretty sure they're going to want to weigh it. I don't know that they would take it without weighing it. However, I don't have a CB like to call out to anybody, so we'll have to try and figure out what we're going to do in here. It looks like it's a busy place too. C&D Recycle, metal only mulch commodities. I guess we're gonna go to the right here. I mean, I have no idea. I have no idea. We'll find out. So evidently, I don't have all the paperwork I need to deliver this load. Now, I didn't pick the load up. The load picked up out in Macklehattan by another driver and was brought back to our warehouse. And so he called the load, and I brought it the rest of the way in. And I grabbed the paperwork that was in the bill box, and that's what I came over here with. But evidently, we're missing something. So I can't deliver it until it gets straightened out. So once again, we got another snafu over here. I don't know how long it's going to take, but I'm parked off to the side. I had to go off the scale and come out here and sit off to the side out of the way. And once we get things figured out, I'm going to have to go out on the street, and I'll talk to you in a minute. All right, we got interrupted by my dispatcher, but supposedly he emailed what they need, so now I got to go out, go a mile down the road, flip around, come back in. Hopefully she got it, and hopefully we're good. I don't want to have to keep running circles around here. I want to get this delivered and go up to my next pickup. All right, well, we finally got a dock. It took a while. Evidently, the driver only put the scale ticket in the bill box. He didn't put the actual paperwork in the bill box, so we had to get it emailed over here. So that took time. I didn't look at what time I got here, but I'm sure I've been here over an hour already, so just chewing up my day. I don't know what the driver was thinking. When I get paperwork, I put everything in the bill box. Everything that I get, if I'm dropping a load for another driver, I put everything in that bill box. That way they have it. And even if I go to a cat scale and scale my own load, I guess I ought to turn the truck off. Hang on here. Even if I go to a cat scale and scale it out on my own, I'll stick that scale ticket in there too, so he knows that the axles are legal. So, but anyway, all that's behind us now. They're going to unload us. Hopefully it goes quickly, and then I'm going to have to sweep it out somewhere and then scale out somewhere, and then I'll head up to Avenel. That's where I'm picking up my next load. Supposedly that's a drop and hook, so hopefully that goes quick, because that I got to take to Minersville. So I think we're going to push a 12 to 14 hour day again today because of all this more shenanigans, just like last week's video. Maybe I shouldn't bring the cameras out anymore. I have easy days until I bring the cameras out. But anyway, we're here. Hopefully he starts unloading us quick and we can get out of here quick. All right. 12:23. We got here at 9:30, so almost 3 hours we spent here. But we're finally empty, and I gotta wait for this guy to go through. I thought he was gonna turn right here, but he's turning, or he's going straight. Not quite as much of a mud hole as I thought it was, but boy, was this trailer dirty. Boy, did I have to sweep it out. That veiled plastic, a lot of it comes loose. So there was quite a bit to sweep out of here, but so we're on our way out. I don't think I need the wipers. Like I said, it would rain and then it would stop, and then it would rain and then it would stop. So now we got 53 minutes to get up to where we gotta pick our next load up in Avenel. So we're gonna go out here. We're gonna go up 1 and 9 basically to get there. I looked at it, but the GPS is routing me, and checked it out against Google Maps. Both pretty much what I want to do, so I think we're going to be in good shape. That's, like I said, supposedly a drop and hook. Hopefully this trailer is sweeped out good enough, because he drug a lot of water in there. There's some little pieces of paper and stuff I just couldn't pick up because
1/4 mile, turn left.
they're just too wet. They're just like driven right into the floor. So hopefully it's clean enough for them. I can't do any better than what I did. But anyway, and the other thing I noticed, I got one of the older trailers, and it seems like the brakes are a little bit grippy. So we're gonna have to be careful here with these wet roads when we try to come to a stop. It's gonna be interesting. This guy, I guess, is parked here temporarily. He's got his 4-ways on. I guess I can go around him. Well, I don't know. I asked the guy where to sweep. He showed me where to sweep it out, and I asked him about scaling out, and he said no. So we'll see. What are you gonna do? I asked. If I ask and he says no, then I guess that's no. But see what happens. Oop. See how windy it is. Look at those trees ahead of us whipping around there by the traffic light. Well, anyway, we're rolling, we're empty. You're gonna see how the wind plays with an empty trailer. It was pushing me around a little bit with the loaded one, so.
Right on Route 33.
Let's see what happens. Yeah, that's right. 33 to 18 to 9 and 1. So that's the way we're gonna go up. We'll talk to you a little bit later on. All right, so we did a little bit of 2-lane road running here. Up 34. I'm gonna get on 18 north. We're going to head towards New Brunswick, but then we're going to jump off and take Route 9, I believe, is first. And then we'll join up with 1. Let's see, yeah, it's a clover leaf. We need to be in the right lane. Yeah, it was quite a bit of aggravation down there.
Take the exit
Getting this
on the
unloaded.
right to Route 18 north toward New Brunswick.
I guess it's a continuing ramp here. Yeah. Yep. Looks like a pretty tight turn. 20 mile an hour speed limit. It is. Let's see how long we're going to be on. 11 miles, and then we take North 9 towards the Amboys, Perth Amboy, South Amboy. I don't know how many Amboys there are, but there's a few of them. Better get a move on here. A lot of traffic coming.
Continue on Route 18.
Alright, in 1 mile we're going to make our right turn, and these streets are starting to flood a little bit, especially along the curb line there. You gotta go up here to Randolph Street.
In 1 mile, be in the right lane, then keep right.
I don't know how long it's been raining this hard up here, but there's a lot of water on the street. Stop record. My wife has a habit of calling it. Well, it seems, I don't know, the timing of her lunch break and when I'm in a tight area always seems to coincide pretty well. And she just called. I told her it is not a good time to try and talk to her right now. Probably not even a good time to talk to you guys, but I think I got it figured out now. But this rain, I mean, I would have much rather been over here on a nice dry day, not something like this. This is not a lot of fun. Not a lot of fun. Randolph should be a light, because that's where I'm going to come out at. Yeah, there's a light up here. I guess this is Randolph. Once I get this load, I'm going to come out this way and head south. Yep, Randolph Avenue.
In 1/4 mile, turn right on Rahway Avenue.
Rahway. It's Rahway. Rahway, New Jersey. R-A-H-W-A-Y. Probably this next traffic light. Yeah, the way it looks.
Turn right at the traffic light.
Looks like it'd probably be best if I split these 2 lanes to do it. I don't know how wide this street is that I'm turning onto. I mean, maybe I can do it, maybe I can't, but we're not going to take the chance. Don't want to run up over any poles or anything like that. It's probably wasting time, though, if I could have. But I've never been here before, so I don't know what the street is like. I know out in Phoenix, even though some of the streets were wide, you still had to like go into the turning lanes and stuff in the opposite direction of traffic, so. Plus you gotta worry about trailer swing, so yeah, it looks like I made the right call here. I don't know, maybe I could have made it. Better safe than sorry.
In 3/4 of a mile, turn left on Omar Avenue.
Omar Avenue. Oh, now what's going on? What is that building? Number one, I don't know what that building is there to the right. And number two, there is a lot of fire personnel here. Police personnel. Unless it's a training site. Department of Corrections. Police and fire. That's not good.
In 1/4 mile, turn left on Omar Avenue.
Well, you better be taking me in the right way. I looked at this stuff on Google Maps, but... And at least there's a truck in front of me. That kind of bodes well. Whatever this is going on here looks like it's kind of tight. He waited, I don't know, he waited for that tractor to come through, or if the traffic's just, oh, it's flooded. What? Oh, jeez, look at this. Holy moly. It almost looks kind of residential. Where are you taking me? Where are you taking me? I don't see any restriction signs. No.
In 3/4 of a mile, turn right on Laban Road.
So we just went by a Swift terminal. Here's an Amazon facility. So she didn't take me a wrong way in, but there might be a better way to go back out. Once we get this load picked
Turn
up.
right at the traffic light.
Let's see what we got. It says truck route. Oh, interesting. But at least, like I said, it seems like the rain has stopped or slowed down anyway.
1/2 mile, turn right.
1/2 mile turn right. According to the reviews of the site, it said to go in any entrance and then try to find the shipping and receiving office.
In 1/2 mile, turn right, then take the first right.
What are we looking for here? 255 Blair. Probably where that red truck come out. Nope, not yet. No, past where that red truck came out.
Turn right, then take the first right.
Let's see what we got in here. Whoa. Alright, we'll go in here.
Turn right.
Something tells me this ain't quite right. I bet it's on the other side of the building, which I think we can do.
Arriving at 255 Blade Road on the left.
No, probably the other side of the building. We're gonna turn around here. This does not look like our place. But we're in the property. Oh boy. Something tells me we're not gonna make this turn. Now we'll make this turn. We'll make this turn. Even this place is confusing, but they said go in any entrance. Oh my goodness. Associate entrance there. Probably in the back here somewhere. And there's a stop sign in the middle of nowhere. We're here. I'm gonna kind of park off to the side here while I figure out exactly what it is I need to do. Look at how heavy it's raining now. This is harder than it was raining when we were coming up here. I'm pretty much soaked. I don't have any more time to mess around with. Oh. Flooding is hiding the potholes. I don't have time to mess around with a cab selfie, so we're just rolling here. We got to get back. We got to go to Minersville and drop this, and then get it empty in Minersville, of course, and then head back to the yard, park it for the night. This is just crazy. This is blinding rain. These people are going to have some serious
Turn right, then take the second left.
flooding over here. I mean, look at this mess. Can't see a thing. I want to talk about some heavy rain. Now, let's hope everybody has their headlights on. Of course, this car is going to turn. Let's hope everybody has their headlights on so that I don't pull out in front of somebody here that I can't see. We're going to ignore her. We're going to go right up the Randolph Road.
Turn left on Omar Avenue.
We're not going to turn left on Omar and then turn right on that one. That's probably more flooded now than it was before with this kind of rain coming down. So we're going to go straight on up this road to Randolph, make a left. That'll take us out to 9 or 1 or whatever the hell it is, and then that'll take us down to 287 and get us out of here. This has been a very frustrating day today. The old saying of when it rains, it pours is no joke. I gotta put them on fast. This is just ridiculous. The old saying of when it rains, it pours is no joke. There are all kind of problems today. They were sunny and dry, everything probably go the way it was supposed to go.
Turn left at the traffic light.
No, you saw the flooding that we went through to get here. We are going to go up to the next light. She should reroute me. This is crazy. Yep, Randolph. Then we'll probably need to be in the left lane. Railroad tracks here. It's just unbelievable. Alright, come on. One more car coming. He's got his left turn signal on. He must have forgot it.
Turn left.
I thought he was going to turn, but... Let me get away from that curb anyway. That's flooded over there. Oh man, am I glad I got away from that curb. It's flooded all the way out to the white line.
Turn left.
I don't know if you can see it with all this heavy rain coming down, but yeah, that whole right lane flooded. Now, Is there one left turn lane or two left turn lanes? One left turn lane. And somebody opened the floodgates up here.
Turn left at the traffic.
Come on, dude. And you were going slow. Boy, I almost didn't make the light because of him lollygagging. Look at this water running down this street.
In 3.5 miles, keep right to US 1.
Keep right to US 1. Oh boy. This is gonna be fun getting out of here too, I bet you. Looks like it's just a left turn. This dude only doing 18 miles an hour. I don't know if he's lost or if he just doesn't feel like going. Of course, I leaned on the horn. I wasn't blowing the horn at him. I leaned on the horn, but by the way I have my hand on the steering wheel, but I guess maybe the water is why, but where there's no water, he could speed it up a little bit and then slow down. Doing 15 miles an hour. There's no reason for this. Come on, dude. Alright. An irritating day is getting more irritating, so I better stop recording for a while. Look at this standing water here. Four-wheelers don't want to go through it. We're alright to go through it, but it gives you an idea just how hard it rained. I mean, look at this. It's crazy. Now maybe there won't be any. Boy, once we get on 287, it's gonna feel good, and hopefully there's no traffic delays there. But now there's been a change of plans. Instead of taking this to Minersville today, we're gonna take it back to the yard and deliver it first thing tomorrow morning, because we may not have hours to get back to the yard until we go in there, go through security, drop it where they want it dropped, find an empty, get back out of there and get back up to Hazleton. Just may not make it. Another one of those days, just like the last video. All right, here we are. We're gonna get back on the freeway and exit this place. Looks like the sun's trying to come out. I don't think the storm is over, but it stopped raining and got kind of bright. Looked like there's some breaks in the clouds. So I don't know, maybe the storm is pulling away. They said at some point this afternoon we would kind of get into a dry slot and then it would end, but I don't know. But it rained its hardest when we were heading up to get this load, that's for sure. And you saw the flooding that was the result of it. I mean, nothing major, but street flooding, curb lanes and clogged sewers and things like that. But now we got to get ourselves out there. Need one more lane here then. Oh, now it's starting to rain again. We need one more lane. This lane's going to end in 1 mile, so we need one more lane. Let's hope somebody gives it to us. That's when I said it had pretty much stopped raining. Now it started raining again. See, that lane's gonna end, so we needed to at least get over here so that we can continue on through. I don't know what 78's gonna be like. There's a few spots on 78 that can jam up. One in particular is from Hellertown to Allentown.
Left lanes.
So we'll see what our ride home is gonna be like. It's gotta be a little bit better than over here, maybe. But then again, maybe not, the way this day is going. Let's see if we do indeed have a traffic delay up here. Maybe it's too early yet. Maybe. No, we're rolling along pretty good at the moment. See, there'll be a lot of traffic.
78.
There'll be a lot of traffic coming off this Bethlehem Hellertown interchange. This is usually where it jams up, but it may be too early. It's only 3:53. It might be after 4 or 4:30, 5 o'clock when it starts to get really funny. Because when I used to drive the bus and we'd come out of the Wind Creek Casino down there and come back onto the interstate here to go home, we'd sit in traffic at least all the way up this hill here. But we're rolling along pretty good. This hill will eat us up a little bit, though. It's more of a hill than it looks like. Because we're just about as heavy as we were going out this morning as we are coming in. We're 41,000 pounds right now. So we're catching up to some of these people in this right lane here. I don't know, we're going to start losing it right about now is where the hill starts to pick up a little more oomph here, and we're going to lose our oomph. No, we're going to roll good. 2 Lehigh Street, exit 57, 8 miles, 7 minutes. And see, we're down to 56. We lost 10 miles an hour on this little thing here. Like I said, it doesn't look like much of a hill, but it is. Lost 15 miles an hour coming up over that hill. And the traffic pretty heavy. Not heavy enough to jam it up yet, but pretty heavy. I'd like to move over into that left lane. We got something slow up there ahead of us, but I can't. Not just yet. Three four-wheelers coming. They get a move on here. Stop that ding, ding, ding. Just hold your speed there so I get around you. Nice stretch of color right in here. Look at these trees. All right, coming up in the Tamaqua area, sun is out. There's some blue sky up above us. And an interesting cloud formation up over the mountain there. Probably by the time we get to Tamaqua. I guess the storm is pretty much just about over now that we got some sunshine. Oh. And some very bumpy roads. But it's still kicking up enough of a mist off the roads. See, the roads are wet, so it must have just stopped raining not too long ago. All these cars are kicking up a mist now. But yeah, the sun made an appearance here towards the end of the day up here by Tamaqua. Alright, well, we're back and we're done. It's 5:30, so we got back with time to spare. I don't know if we would have had to take it down to Minersville and then come back up. We may have been pushing the clock there. So we'll take it down tomorrow morning, drop it, and then find out what we're going to do after that. Don't know yet, but that's it for today. And today was a day. That heavy rain and high winds, and then the fiasco at the first delivery point this morning, and then trying to get our way up to the pickup, and the heavy rain and the high winds, and then the flooding and everything else. And so it's been a day. But other than that, we got back safe, and that's the most important part. So probably won't do one tomorrow, but we'll try to do one for you next week. So that's it, and we'll talk to you in the next one.